Happy Statia Day! I is Millen and this is Behind the Culture. So growing up on Statia was laid back. Everybody know each other. You go to school, you stand up outside and you finish in 3 o'clock. You don't want to walk home in the sun. You see somebody passing, hey, give me a ride. So like everything was very close knit. I remember getting dropped home from Minia Floyd. Everybody was just close knit, the community and everything. So basically, if you do something bad, everybody know before you reach home. So I would say that my childhood was very close knit, community friendly. Yeah. So I just actually have to do this because people, just tell them, oh, I'm from Statia or Stingy Statia, and they'd be like, where? So I would describe Statia as really the hidden gem of the Caribbean because it is. And I also would tell them that it's not your typical island, because it's so hidden. You don't have exposure with all types of people. It's just laid back. You basically could hear the chickens in the background. It's just you on island time. Most of the time we just be late, but it's no fuss because we're on island time. Everybody know. Everything is a difference. I started off in Iowa, so that's Midwest, snow, white people. It's a big change for anybody. And then you have to deal with maybe rooming with other people or having to be grouped with people that wasn't raised like you or we don't have the same norms or culture as you. So you have to be readjusting to you. It's freezing cold outside, but you still been taking a shower. And other people just getting up, running out of bed, going to class, because where I come from, it's hot outside, we go to shower. Cold or hot, we showering. Also, it taught me to be very, very, very visible of what going on around you. Anything could go wrong. You have people that have bad intentions for you. They just probably don't know you, but because you have on a black shirt today and they upset, you're a target. So definitely have to keep open, like eyes everywhere. But overall, you would meet some great people, and believe it or not, those people could help you along in ways that you never know would be possible. So just be friendly, make friends. First of all, cosmetic surgery has always been a thing. It's just been now more normalized of having people other than celebrities or big figures doing surgery. My reason in particular for doing surgery was because my mindset is you don't like it, change it. I felt like I could have been my best self if I made modifications, and I did, and now I'm living my best life. I love my results, but I will say to anyone that is interested in surgery, we do have a stigma. I don't know if it's just Statia or because we're small, but if you're thinking about it or you just have questions, no question is a stupid question. Just reach out to me. I could talk all day about it, honestly. The people that reach out to me already, or we could talk about this all day. How much time you got? But my number one rule to anybody giving advice is do your research. Do your research. A year sometimes ain't enough. 2 years sometimes ain't enough. You have to do your research and make sure to ask questions, join surgery groups on Facebook, talk to your doctor by chance if you get an opportunity to, just to make sure that your mind and body is aligned and you know what you're getting yourself into. Yes, it is becoming a trend, I would say. You meet people all the time. You don't always have to do Brazilian butt lift. People just want to get rid of fat. Some people just want to get their nose done, but specifically talking about the body, it definitely is becoming more popular. Like I said, a lot more people can afford it now. So if you don't like it, change it. It has definitely changed my perspective on life in general. There are some people in life that don't like things about them, but they are going to not change it based on other people, or they are afraid to ask questions because once again it's seen as taboo. But as for me, I love the change I made. I am not unhappy about anything, and my advice to younger women or women in general that want to do it, do your research. Do your research, ask your questions. Anybody that did surgery and they're willing to talk about it, I would advise you to get your questions answered from someone who did it firsthand. So I obtained my bachelor's in human services and I have a minor in early childhood education. My way of using my degree to help my little island would be to provide help in any way possible, but specifically for more like high school students. I would want to have counseling. You have a question, you don't understand how things work, you're changing, your body is changing, you don't know who to talk to about it. I would be that support for you. Um, some people call it guidance counselor, some people call it counselor in general, but anything that helps answer questions, I would be more than willing to help. My vision for Statia is to have a lot more positive people come to the island. By doing that, we can allow the world a magnifying glass. So our hidden gem will still be remain hidden, but the right people will know about us. Whether it's investors, we get more hotels, more resorts, we have a lot more business for tourism. Everybody pockets is full, restaurants, rental cars. You can even open up little activity centers, jet skiing. That's the picture I have for Statia. So Eye Candy Beauty was or is a dream that I always had. I was in high school and I always used to like play with colors. I would have pink hair. People literally just call me rainbow because, I don't mind. I'll wear the color. And it was around COVID time. I had a lot of time on my hands and I got the idea from my sister and she was like, well, you don't just start filling here. And I like, okay. We went on with it. We made a logo. We started advertising. We got our first shipments. It was really good. Business was booming. It was really good. But then, you start to realize it was a smaller community. You bringing in shipments that is like almost $3,000. Some people can afford, some people cannot afford. And then you would have a lot of stuff in inventory that you won't be able to sell because for the value of it, people are not willing to buy. So I said that I will only do drop shipping, which is you pre-order, you pay, and then I'll provide you with the product. But as for right now, we do have some stuff in stock. But usually our high peak times is Carnival, Statia Day, end of the year, December, and if you have race day. But for right now, drop shipping. So if you have an inquiry, just let me know, send me an inspo, and I'll get you your product. So far, I've seen some flyers of potential dates. The entertainment is looking really nice. The lineup is looking really good. I could just picture the crowd. I know that they're gonna have people from different islands coming back after they see that. So that's good exposure as well. And Statia Day, I think it's 1 year before a big milestone for us. So we gotta set a bar high because next year it gotta be even better. Statia Day has definitely changed. Like I said, the lineup's looking real nice. They have a lot more entertainment that is being brought in from other places. I can remember like growing up, there was not always fireworks, there was not always fireworks. It used to be a lot more locals, but I think now with the exposure of having a lot of different islands and people from different nations on your lineup, you'll be getting a lot more tourists as well to come and celebrate Statia Day. I definitely believe that with the right people in the right areas, the right positions, anything is possible. Like we've seen Carnival that just went was a hit. And I think the same committee is doing Statia Day now, if I'm not correct.
It's a similar committee.
It's a similar committee, and you've already seen the lineup starting to look better. So I do believe if you just have the right people in the right places, anything is possible, yeah. My favorite Statia artist is Tea Time and or Jam Boys Band, and that would be Watch Your Foot on the Corner.
Stellar Speed, yeah. That is it.